I always hate it when it awkwardly just cuts off the person before me. Hi, I'm happy for your enthusiasm and blasphemy. Thanks for warming my room. Hi, everyone. Hey. Okay, I'll tweet this and stuff. Do 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 do. Have you ever considered how weird the phrase "hang out" is? Why is it called "hanging out"? In what way? In what way are we hanging right now? I don't know. It's weird. Hi. So let's just wait for everybody to arrive. Hi Dan, how are you today? Said Jessica S. I'm good, thanks. I am recovered from the weekend, pretty much, because it was very busy, and I've pretty much finally caught up on sleep. Good. How is you? I'll do the traditional ask how you all are in one word in a minute, not yet. Okay, guys, don't spoil it. Okay. We are hanging upside down. Are you? It would be if you're in Australia. Is this better? Should I do the whole live show like this? Hey guys, Dan here. No, that looks weird. It's not an attractive angle, is it? Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. So, it's nearly my birthday, Dan, said Shannon. I know! I keep forgetting! I'm so freaking busy and a million things that I keep forgetting that it's my birthday anytime. And that's depressing, right, isn't it? That I keep forgetting it's my birthday. What do I want? I don't know what I want anymore. There's no new games out. Just chocolate, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think I should get for my birthday? Have you guys got any appropriate gifts in mind? Anyone who says Maltesers just needs to leave. Just don't say that, okay? Because I don't want to be done with you before you've even started. It's my birthday on Saturday. Strippers, basically, said Rebecca. Yeah, that wouldn't be at all awkward. A chainsaw, said Molly. Yeah, lots of practical applications for a chainsaw I have. A True Blood box set. No, that's what torrents are for. JK, I bought the first season on Blu-ray, so HBO have all my money. The Hair. What's The Hair? Is it a film? Is it something I should put on? A Taylor Swift album. I was thinking of doing that, actually. Just playing the song. It'll be appropriate. One Direction tickets. Haha, kidding. Or am I? Yeah, haven't they got a new stadium tour? Part of me is quite curious to see what One Direction live would be like. I think my head would explode. How many people in here have been to a My Chemical sorry, someone just said MCR. Have been to a One Direction concert? Surely the screaming gives you a headache. I mean, I've seen My Chemical Romance twice, and there wasn't that much insane screaming there. I think it's a boy band fan thing to scream until you might explode. I have 3 times, said Kirsty C. Moment of silence for Kirsty C's ears, as she now has tinnitus. You should buy a sex slave, said Maya. Thanks, Maya, for your contribution. I have, and I cried, said somebody. Hopefully, because you enjoyed it. Who's your fave member of MCR? Probably Gerard. Get Kristen Stewart. Okay, if this can't count for Guess the Crime, there'll be another one. Not yet, guys. I'm not ready. Who wants to see a Spotify update? At least 5 people have requested it. It's been so long since the last time I did a Spotify update, which is like 2 weeks, so I don't know why I'm saying that. It might have actually changed. Shall we see? It's a tradition. If you're new to my live shows, I go to my Spotify and I see what my most listened to songs, artists, and albums are. Right. No one's going to get this. Everybody guess who my most listened to artist at the moment is on Spotify. You won't get it because it's random. But I'm curious to see. Muse said Colleen and Romy and Erica. Paramore said Chloe and Daniel Q. Good guesses. Mozart said Eliza. You're the closest. Rita Ora, Fall Out Boy, said Natalie. Justin Bieber, duh, said Helena. No, not at the moment. The Vaccine, said Grace. It would be appropriate. Iggy Azalea. I have been listening to a lot of Iggy Azalea, but not yet. I'll put you all out of your misery. Are you ready for this, guys? I don't even know how to pronounce it. It is Alexandra Tharode, who is a pianist who composed the soundtrack, or rather put together the soundtrack for the film Amour. if you've heard of it. It's a French film about an elderly couple and then one of them has a stroke and it's really depressing. And I liked the soundtrack, so I've been listening to it a lot. But I won't cheat. My second most listened to artist is Vampire Weekend, followed by Paramore. So anyone who said Vampire Weekend and Paramore, give yourself a high five! Because that's how lonely we all are here. Let's just give ourselves high fives, because we have no one here to give us high fives. Yes, Vampire Weekend, said Victoria. Dan, you look so different. Why? Because I need a haircut? Because that's true. I've been trying to get a haircut for like 2 weeks, and I've just not been in England, basically. Oh dear. I love your hairs, said Paula. Thanks. It's going to look the same, but less like a bush. Here comes all the new people saying, don't cut your hair! When I get a haircut, I look exactly the same. You look so much better with long hair, though, said Chloe. Good on you for having an opinion. But no, I don't. No, I really don't. No. Were you at the big weekend? You look younger, said Jeff. Do I? Thanks. I always like to know I'm regressing. Suppose it's a good thing. We'll spend a lot of our lives being old, so we should try looking like 10-year-olds for as long as we possibly can. That's the angle Taylor Swift's going down, anyway. Birding. Wow, I love your teeth, said somebody. Even the chip from the time I bit into an apple. You see it there? My dentist keeps telling me to get it fixed, but I'm just too lazy. He's like, I could literally get a piece of plastic and just put it in your tooth, and then you wouldn't have an apple gap in your tooth. And I'm like, next week. No. Should I bring back the square hair? That was a really good look for me, wasn't it? Bum, 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 ba-da, ba-da, bum, bum. Kiana said, I'm going to a Green Day concert this weekend. That's cool. I guess I'll see Green Day at Reading Festival, which will be cool. I can't believe I've never seen Green Day before. Jake B said, grow a beard. No, I still can't grow beards. Not yet. Verging on 22. And I'll still just look like an awkward teenager in The Simpsons. Are you a Damien Hirst fan? I am indeed. Can you tell? It's kind of ironic that you can buy artist merchandise, isn't it? It kind of defeats the whole purpose. But I kind of like that in a kind of like really meta, triple ironic kind of way. That I'm willingly buying merchandise for artists, even though I understand how strange that is. An artist is a brand. Weird, right? What's your favourite novel of all time? Whoa! Tell us what your next video is going to be. I can't spoil it. It's very relevant to my life. At the moment, this year, a couple of the things I've been tweeting about. It's very relevant. So, yeah, I guess we all know what happened this weekend for me, because I work for the BBC and it was like their really big deal weekend of the entire year where they have a giant music festival. So there was Radio 1's Big Weekend, which is basically a music festival that they put on in like a random town around the UK every year. So me and Phil got to go to Northern Ireland and Ireland, which was cool. I can't believe I'd never been to Ireland or Northern Ireland before. It's pretty much exactly the same as England, but the culture is just infused with Irishness instead of Englishness. Basically, anywhere slightly rural in the UK, it's exactly the same, basically. Less sheep than Wales. That's not a stereotype, it's just true. There's less sheep. I've been to Wales, there's many sheep. Who here is Irish? This is when suddenly everyone who's Irish spazzes out in the chat. Go on, everyone. Shout out if you're Irish. You're right, person in chat whose name I didn't catch. The Irish accent is extremely sexy, isn't it? Anna and Chloe and Jenny and Emily and Megan and Angelica and Alicia and Rachel and Lucy and Amy and John and Stephen and Caroline and Syke and Dan and Sarah and Michaela and Matthew and Bridget. Okay, yeah, everybody, suddenly everyone Irish. Hey, Irish and Northern Irish people. Bazoom. I'm not, said somebody. Thanks. Yeah, that was cool. It was the first time I'd ever been to a music festival, you know, kind of obviously the first time I'd ever worked at one as opposed to just going there. Because I've been to Glastonbury once, and I've been to, obviously, some of you guys will know, I've been to Reading Festival like 5 or 6 times. So I've been to music festivals a lot, but I'd never worked at one, and it's kind of weird because you don't ever have time to see anyone. You're working the whole time, and you're aware that all these people are on stage, but you're doing stuff instead of watching people perform. So it's a bit weird, but it was really cool. It's not super glamorous, if any of you are wondering what it's like backstage at Download or Coachella or something. But it was cool getting to meet all the artists. And I think the reason the BBC people like it is because we don't just ask them boring questions about stuff, because lots of people already do that. It's like when me and Phil do things with musicians, we get them to do something a bit strange that normal people don't usually get out of them. So that's cool. Have you guys been watching the videos? Because if you haven't yet, if you go to youtube.com/BBC Radio 1, you'll see a whole bunch of it. Like, there's like 10 already, and there's way more coming that me and Phil have done with a bunch of people. And they're really good. So that's Radio 1's big weekend. And seriously, we had to get up at like 7 a.m. and then we were working till like 2 a.m. It was so... Put the phone down, said Leanne. It's a remote, actually. Imagine if this was a phone. What kind of phone is this? Hey, hi. Look at my pole of a phone. iPhone 6 prototype right here. Check me out. Actually, weird thing about my TV, it came with 2 remotes. It came with this remote, which is like a normal TV remote, but then it came with this. What the hell is this? What the ever-loving boob is this? It's supposed to be kind of some kind of like strokey iPhone type thing that knows what you're trying to... It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. At all. No, it's rubbish. Yeah, that was fun. And there's like a million videos, which is cool. I know, how crazy is this? It's for decoration, duh. What, Megan? It's just for show. Do you like Beyonce? Said Nadia. Obviously, everyone likes Beyonce. Favorite Panic at the Disco song? The Old God, Then We'll Talk. I'll go with that. When is your new video? Either it's on Friday. It's Friday night. I'm going to do a thing. This isn't a promise, because I don't know. I'm still yet to think about this, but I might record a bit where I say... Because I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter or anything, but this year has been so mental. Not in terms of, I'm so successful, but just so freaking busy for me and Phil, because we've just been going to a bunch of things, and we didn't realise, like, from the start of the year, we'd been to Playlist Live in Florida, and then we went to New York, and then we went to LA, and then we went straight back from YouTube Comedy Week to going to Ireland, and then straight after we come back to Ireland is this week, and then soon me and Phil might be going to France, and then it'll be VidCon, and then like, oh my god, I don't have time to do anything. So I'm so done with going places. I just want to stay in my apartment and eat. I just want to sit here in my little sofa crease that I've dented from browsing and just sit on Tumblr for about a month. I literally just want to sit on Tumblr for a month and do nothing and just make videos. So I don't know whether I'm going to commit to this, but I might say that I'm gonna try to do a consecutive 4 Friday 4 videos thing, because I'm so done with leaving this apartment. I'm just going to stay in this room and just make videos and be really antisocial. I won't even hang out with people. Because I just want to... I've come up with so many video ideas recently. Like the other day I had a massive brain fart and there were like 7 videos, and I really want to make them, but I'm just too busy doing loads of crap. Which, to be honest, it's important that I do things with my life, because in the event that YouTube gets deleted, I don't want to be homeless, but I kind of just want to be really lazy and make some videos. So we'll see between now and when I film the video whether I commit to that or whether I get too scared and decide not to do it. But look forward to whether I'm going to say that or not. But my video will be quite fun. Why do you have a quiff, said Natty. I don't have a quiff. This is a fringe. And it's slightly too poofy. You've confessed to that, so the internet knows. No backsies. Oh god, it's too late, isn't it? It's far too late already. Oh no. What's a quiff, said somebody. It's a fringe that goes up. Think Zayn from One Direction. He has a quiff. There we go. Why do you have a fringe? I prefer a quiff, said somebody. Whoa. I think I look a bit more... I don't think many people... Everyone has a fringe these days. A cringe, they should call it. No. Someone just rang 2 flights of stairs for me. Wow, I appreciate that immensely. Leave your hair curly? No, that's never ever gonna happen. I'm very sorry. Joel wants to know whether I like llamas or alpacas more. You have to like alpacas more, because llamas are amazing creatures, aren't they? I mean, they're so freaking random, and they spit on people, and they're just sassy, and they don't take any of your bullshit. But alpacas are so cute, aren't they? They're so cute. With their little circular eyes. Who doesn't like an alpaca? Did you see the thing I tweeted earlier about all the crazy rare animals? Oh my god. If you haven't seen, when you're really bored, go to my Twitter, which you can find by clicking the Twitter button down there, and look at some crazy animals, because that's interesting. Wow. Llamas are pure evil, said Emma. They kind of are, aren't they? They're very evil. That freaking terrified me. I'm sorry. I want a raccoon dog. There's an animal called a raccoon dog, and it's basically a giant raccoon that acts more like a dog than a raccoon, but it's a raccoon. I want it. They're like this big, then they're this fat. They look like a Pokemon, basically. One of the new Pokemon that are really lazy and crap. Are you ready, guys? Okay. Time to do Guess the Crime. A tradition in all the Danisnotonfire live shows on the evenings on a weekday when many people die is we play a game of Guess the Crime. So submit your favourite crime suggestions. Why did a police car just go past? And everyone's saying necrophilia. Great! Thanks, guys. I don't think we're not going into necrophilia again after Necrophile Gate the other day, where I made everyone realise what it means. Death. Thanks, that's imaginative. Did you hang out with Daily Grace in LA? Yeah, of course I did. The raccoon dog killed its owner. Okay. Llama's on the loose. Inventive. Zane lost his quiff. Right. Murdered by a gnome, said Tama. How random. What is necrophilia, said Chloe. Okay, that's why this is a bad idea. Someone stole a Cheeto, said Athily. Right. Amanda Bynes went out, said Teresa. Oh, snap! Prisoners escaped. They found you, damn. I'm a llama, said Mia F. Thanks, Mia F. Nyan Cat exploded. Thanks, Iris. Eva Llama went on a rampage. Thanks, Jeanette. Pedo Bear killed someone. Great, guys. This is going downhill. Come on, I need something. Phil stole a Pop-Tart. Yeah, this is my pleased level right here. Why do my feet smell? I don't know, Gavin. That's not relevant. Phil's mum was murdered. Ooh, duck rampage. Ooh, apocalypse. Ooh. Tic Tacs. Okay, that's gone slightly up. Robbery. Come on, what should it be? Someone died from fangirling. Oh dear. Someone said YOLO, unironically. I think we've had that before. It was quite good. Tumblr went down. That happens, and people die. Taylor Swift got a long-term boyfriend. Boom! Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, is that going to win? It looks like I'm giving the medal to that person. Oh, it's going on. It's going. Oh, there we go. Taylor Swift got a long-term boyfriend. Call the SWAT teams. Misha Apocalypse happened again. Good. Guess the crime. Dan got a haircut, said Charlotte T. There we go. That'd cause a riot, wouldn't it? If I do anything. If I do anything at all. Conor Maynard's use of winning unironically. Oh my god. Did you see, guys? If you go to their YouTube channel and see the video me and Phil did with Conor Maynard, he unironically says, winning. Sometimes I think I could be friends with Conor Maynard. He's a pretty nice guy. I've met him a few times. Seems pretty cool. He wears leather shirts. I appreciate that. But if he uses winning unironically, I don't know if I can accept that. Could you accept that? What if you met the love of your life and then if they said winning, well, would you just have to leave them? I think I would. I wouldn't take that. You don't know his story, do you? What Conor Maynard's story? Yes. He's basically like Justin Bieber, but with Neo. Deal breaker. Here is the deal breaker. What were Little Mix like, said Olivia. Little Mix are really, really lovely. They're so nice. Me and Phil had met them at the Teen Awards last year when we did a little thing with them. It was so awkward. I don't know if you guys know this. One of the most awkward things that has literally ever happened to me. Okay, we're talking to Little Mix, and Phil's wearing this bright green t-shirt, and then Perry says, "Oh, that's a nice t-shirt, Phil." And then everyone goes, "Oh yeah, nice t-shirt." And then Phil goes, "Thanks." And then Jade looks at me and goes, "I like your shoes, Dan." And then instead of going, "Thanks, I like what you're wearing," I just look down at my shoes and go, "Yeah, they're really cool shoes, aren't they?" And then I was like, "Oh God, oh God." And then everyone was like, "Well, that was awkward." And I was like, "Good social skills, Dan. Don't say thanks to the person that complimented you or say they're nice. Just agree with them and say that your own shoes are cool." It killed me. It's one of those things where at random moments you look back to something you've done in the past and just cringe. You cringe so hard that you just want to curl up in the ball in the corner and cry. And I shit you not, okay? When we saw Little Mix on Saturday, the first thing that happens is Jade goes, "Hi, ooh, I like your shoes." I was wearing the same goddamn shoes. I don't know if she didn't remember who I am, or she didn't remember the incident, but she said the same thing. The first thing she ever said to me was, "I like your shoes," and then I see her a year later, and she just says, "I like your shoes" again. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding? So I took the opportunity of her forgetfulness and said, "Thanks, and I really like what you're wearing." And then she was like, "Thank you," and I was like, redeemed. So basically they didn't know who I was. But I used that to my advantage by getting rid of past awkwardness. If only everyone else could forget the mistakes of our past. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And give us an opportunity to redeem ourselves. Oh dear. What shoes are they? The shoes that I wear all the time. I just have a pair of white high tops that I wear all the time. Yeah, my awkward life. Bonk. Mm. 1D. Kind of intimidating. I had like 2 minutes with them. Oh god, guys. Like, these things are weird because they're really unorganized. Imagine being an artist playing at a music festival. You're busy, aren't you? I mean, you've got to arrive at a certain point, then you've got to have as much time as you feel you need to get ready for your performance, which is, that's important, and then you need to do it, and then you probably need to go off to some Japan or something like that as soon as possible. So being an artist at these things was really busy, and they don't want to do everybody's shows, so some people just pull out. Like me and Phil were supposed to talk to Vampire Weekend, and they were just like, "Nope, don't have time for these peasants," and I was like, ugh. So we were told, for example, we wanted to do something with 30 Seconds to Mars, and then they were like, "No, Jared Leto does not have time for peasants. Jared Leto, even if he's not as big as Ollie Murs or Little Mix, he's way more kind of famous in his own kind of, do you guys know what I mean? Like, imagine like some people like the Saturdays or a band like You Me at Six or something. They're really successful, and they probably sold less records than 30 Seconds to Mars in the UK, but Jared Leto is just such an insane celebrity. You know what I mean? It's like, even if Jared Leto is at the bottom of the billing, which I think 30 Seconds to Mars were, he's such a weirdly huge celebrity that he just doesn't want to talk to anyone. More prestigious, says Rachel. Yeah, I guess that's right. Jared Leto is more prestigious. So he was like, "Nope, don't have time for those peasants." And I was sad, because I did want to gaze on the immense beauty of his face and didn't get. But we were told halfway through the day that we would be allowed 1 minute with Paramore, because we expressed our immense sadness at not being able to meet Paramore. Because Paramore also said they were too busy, and I was like, no, ultimate sadness. But then someone spoke to Paramore's manager, and they were like, "You can maybe have like 30 seconds with Paramore," and we were like, oh my god, oh my god. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but we did meet Paramore, and obviously Hayley Williams was immensely beautiful and perfect, of course. And you guys don't know this, but we did actually film a mini interview with them. I'm sure Jared Leto was nice, he was just busy. So on my computer now, I actually have a little interview we have with Paramore, and it's literally 1 minute long, because the guy was like, These guys don't know who you are. They don't care who you are. They've got places to be. And this is the most generous thing I've ever done in my entire life by giving you 20 seconds with Paramore. And this was like 10 seconds before it happened. So me and Phil were like, okay. So then we asked them like 4 questions. And then they were like, okay, they've got to go. Get out. So do you guys think I should upload it? It's literally a minute long. But do you guys want to see it? It is quite funny. What do you think? I could do it. Jamie B wants me to do it, as does Catherine. Okay, a wave of people. Okay, right. What I'll do is I will start uploading it now to the Radio 1 YouTube channel, but I'll upload it privately. And if I text someone and they say it's good, at the end of this live show, I can unprivate it and you guys can watch it. Does that sound good? I don't know if they say yes, but guys, I'm telling you, it's literally a minute long because they're like, don't have time. What should I call the video? The time Dan and Phil spent literally 1 minute with Paramore. That's a good video. I'll text a guy and see if they say yeah. That's been fun. So if I'm so done with being really busy and traveling everywhere, what do you think I should do to procrastinate? I need to get back into the swing of doing nothing. I need to get back into the swing of just sitting on Tumblr and eating, basically. Tumblr me, Dan. Okay, Connor. I'll go to your Tumblr. I'm going to judge it right now. Okay. Yolandi from the Antwerp. That's good. A GIF of some word art. That's good. A weird fish. Some text that says ugh. It's very hipstery, but if there's enough funny... okay, a funny picture of Natalie Portman. The obligatory slow GIF of Lana Del Rey. You've got some really weird 90s GIFs, which I'm digging. It's mostly Lana Del Rey. Okay, I'll follow you. I'll follow you. There you go. Congrats. Bum bum bum. And oh my god, finally. Me and Phil are back on the radio this Sunday. It feels like it's only been 2 weeks, but I guess because we've missed 2 weeks, it will have been a Sunday and then none, and then none, and then none. It will have been almost a month of no radio show. I really miss it, and I'm really excited. Oh, now everyone's linking me to their Tumblrs. Guys, this isn't Judge Your Tumblr morning. That's what I do after I upload a video. It was slightly unfair of me to just click on one random person's Tumblr, wasn't it? Guys, what I do, when I upload a video to Tumblr, I say that if you reblog it, I'll look through the notes and see if I'll follow you some of you guys, and that's what I do, okay? So, if you want me to judge your Tumblrs, then reblog my video the morning after I upload it, or the night I upload it. And to say thank you, I will stalk you in the morning, as that is actually my my routine. I spend an entire morning just judging people's Tumblrs and sipping coffee. Which is weird, because that's like my job. It's an okay job, isn't it? So stop linking me to your Tumblrs now, okay? Oh yeah, someone's asked me if I met Ingrid in LA when I was hanging out with people. Do you guys know who Ingrid is? A girl on YouTube who does beauty stuff. She's really nice. Really nice. Really pretty. I had sushi with her and everybody for Joey and Kat's birthday. Yeah, said Sophia. Well, she's cool. And suddenly, no matter how disproportionate it is, everybody who knows what I just said is suddenly talking. Yes, Miss Glamorazzi. She's really nice. Did you see Tyler Oakley in LA? No, I didn't see Tyler because I was really busy, but Tyler is coming to England soon, and trust me, me and Tyler are going to make a video together. Dingrid, what a shit. That sounds horrible. Dingrid. That's such a gross name. So yeah, okay, I'll and suddenly someone called Ingrid T in the chat's like, it's me! I'll text the guy from Radio 1 now. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. The Paramore interview is private on YouTube. Can you comply it, please? There we go. I've sent my producer a text. And if he says no, then no Paramore video for you. Simran said, "What's my phone case?" I've explained this a lot. It's a girl last year at VidCon gave it to me. It's supposed to be a nebula, like my Twitter background, and it's slowly flaking apart in my pocket. I like it. It's quite organic. A little bit of you guys with me wherever I go. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum. Oof. Oof ba-doof. I love LA. It's like, because New York was really like the same. I don't know if you guys have ever been to New York or LA or London if you don't live there, but New York was like the same as London, but obviously laid out differently. Laid out in a lot better way that makes a lot more sense, but with bigger buildings. Whereas LA had a lot, it had a lot of a slower pace. You know what I mean? It was really sunny and there was lots of open sky. The only downside is you have to drive freaking everywhere. But it was just really nice to be sunny and stuff. Maddie says, "Why does your producer have to decide?" Because I'm not someone. I don't know. I should be allowed to decide what's good for the YouTube channel, shouldn't I? But to be honest, I'm much more likely to include something that probably should have been censored than other people. So I think even if I was allowed to put things on Radio 1's YouTube channel, I don't think it's a good idea for me to do it. So, no. Dara said, "Your Skype is showing. Who's trying to talk to me? Who just came online?" Thanks, Luke, for proposing to me. Ah, Michael Aranda just came online. There we go. Would you ever move to the US? I don't know. It's weird because all my friends are in London and a lot of things about America scare me immensely, but then it's kind of boring being cold all the time. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Maybe I'll do a sandpepper and just move over there to make YouTube videos outside. Visit Newcastle. Maybe. Skype Michael. I don't think he'd appreciate that. How was tea with grandparents? Yeah. Did you guys see the Instagram I posted? I went to have afternoon tea with my grandparents, which is like the most English thing anyone can ever do in their life. I didn't know that afternoon tea was actually like a thing. I suppose, you know, when kids pretend to have tea parties and it's like a tray of plastic cakes and tea, I wasn't aware that that was a thing, you know what I mean, to actually go to a place and just have tea and cakes. So, and then it turns out loads of hotels have afternoon tea, which is basically where you sit down in some fancy hotel and just have tea and cakes. I'd never done it before, ever. And then my grandma was like, "Let's do it," because my grandma is just like the most stereotypically middle-class grandma in the entire world. Even if my family doesn't have that much money, she's one of the people that has a very middle-class mentality. So she was like, "Let's go have afternoon tea." Turns out, drinking copious amounts of tea and eating a crap load of cakes is very fun.
The hands that drive a Subaru are the hands that do good things for the whole community. That's why we created the Share the Love event. Get a great deal on a new Subaru, and we'll donate $250 to charity. Visit Subaru.com to learn more.
So, I recommend it. If any of you guys, like seriously, even if you're a bunch of bored teenagers, just do it for lols. Seriously, just to be weirded out by the situation. Go to a hotel that does afternoon tea. It's amazing. Yeah. Dan, you called us cheesecakes yesterday. Why? Said Tanya. I don't know. You know, I could call you. What was the thing I always used to call everybody as a group? Minions. What are other things I used to say? For some reason, I just felt compelled to refer to everybody as cheesecakes. IDK. Turnips. I only call people turnips when they make me sad and I don't want to offend them. It's like someone says something that confuses / offends me so much I can physically feel a brain tumor forming in my head. But you know, I've learned from past mistakes to not be remotely sarcastic to people because it doesn't go down well. So I'm like, you silly spoon, I'm going to cry. Dinosaurs and llama. I mean, no, that's your name collectively on the YouTubes. Remember when we were called Dinosaurs? I believe you're still called Dinosaurs, according to the T-shirt. That was Cool or Delete. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know, but me and Phil, did you listen to the radio this morning? Because me and Phil were on the Radio 1 breakfast show with Nick Grimshaw playing a game called Cool or Delete. We really shouldn't have said yes to it. It's basically this radio feature where they ask you to scroll through your contacts and then they shout stop. And you either have to prank call or delete the person it lands on. So Phil ended up pranking his mum and trying to convince her that badgers had broken into our apartment. And then mine landed on a guy that works at the radio called Chris. And what happened, as you can see on a video called YouTube, we've been challenging this guy to do really awkward things in an interview. And he did something where he had to touch a rapper's nose. And the guy that was managing the rapper looked so angry when my friend touched his nose. So I tried to say that basically he was sending assassins to go kill him and he was going to take him to court. And it was the most awkward thing ever. Because then Phil was on the phone pretending to be this rap artist's manager. It was literally the most awkward thing that has ever happened. So I'm sure if you just go to YouTube and search Cool or Delete Dan and Phil, it'll come up with it. So that was like literally the most awkward experience of my life. Turns out I'm not a good liar. I'm the worst liar. Yes, Chris Stark. It was literally I'm the worst liar in the world. You can tell that I'm just talking crap. And Nick Grimshaw, because he has loads of celebrity pals, rung Tom Daly and left a voicemail with loads of animal effects. It was the most awkward half an hour of my... Brenda said, "There's 20,000 people here and no chance that you'll notice me." Well, there we go. Shows that you're wrong. Take that. Where is Phil? Said April. I think he's planning his next video. Because that's what we spend a lot of our time doing. Thinking about things. My dad hates Beyonce, said Stephanie. He must be in a very, very small percentage. Who here... Okay, right. This is going to be controversial. Who here doesn't like Beyonce? Speak up. If all of you do it at the same time, it won't be awkward. Who here doesn't like Beyonce? Here we go. Good. Me, said Barbara P. Me, said Anya. Me, said Katie. Me, said Alice. Me, said Guy L. Me, sorry, said Mammy. Me, said Ginger. Oh my god, I think we found the entire world's population of Beyonce haters. Well, not just haters, but not insane lovers. Carla said, meh, she ate. She's alright. She's okay. Beyonce is the ghetto queen, said Michaela. True. Apparently, if I went into the BBC a half an hour earlier, I could have met Demi Lovato earlier. Who is Demi Lovato? Is she Camp Rock? I think I secretly enjoyed that film. Can you do the worm? No. Are you kidding me? I'd break the floor if I tried to do the worm. I'd cause an earthquake if I tried to do the worm. Yeah, Camp Rock, said Holly. I liked Camp Rock. Not as good as High School Musical. Just putting that out there. Did you just say who is Demi Lovato? I'm English and I don't have the Disney Channel. How would I know who Demi Lovato is? I mean, yeah, if you're 15 or under, then you might have been around when Camp Rock happened. But I was definitely slightly too old to have watched Camp Rock when it happened, or at least to be part of the target demographic. That being said, I did go see High School Musical 3 with my girlfriend at the time because that's just how I roll. Yeah. How do you survive without the Disney Channel? Said Caitlin. I don't know. I used to watch CBBC when I was a kid. You don't have the Disney Channel? We don't get Disney Channel unless we have cable in the UK, and not everyone can afford Sky, okay? I grew up in the ghetto. My family couldn't afford Sky. BBC One, that's what I had. CBBC, bro. Who had a favourite CBBC programme? I kind of liked Arthur. Seriously, whenever like Blue Peter was on, I was like, what is this? Whenever Grange Hill or Biker Grove was on, I was like, can't you just show repeats of Arthur? I don't really like this. Voice. Oh yeah, she's on The Voice as well. Tracy Beaker. Tracy Beaker was okay when it started, but then it just had like awkwardly so many seasons. It's like she's never left. It's like some kind of Groundhog Day horrible film where she just wakes up and she can never leave the care home. Arthur and Tracy Beaker. Hey Arnold, said Abby. That was on ITV, you traitor. Smart. Smart was good until the guy took crack and killed himself. Raven. Raven. Who remembers Raven? Oh my god. It was literally my dream to go on Raven. I was like 3 years too old to go on Raven, and that just made me so sad. Because I just used to, if you haven't seen it, it was basically like Takeshi's Castle or Total Wipeout. It was basically a bunch of kids doing obstacle courses. You know those kind of shows. Ultimate Ninja and stuff like that, except it was with kids. And it was themes like in some kind of Celtic fantasy world with some freaking weird guy called Raven who was strangely hot wearing this coat made of bird feathers. But it used to just annoy me so much because at the end there was like, you know, at the end of all of these shows that were basically obstacle courses, there was like the one giant one that everyone has to do. Everyone sucked. Seriously, everyone, it was so easy. In my mind, I was like, it would be so easy to do, and then all these kind of like stupid 9-year-olds would just get knocked off this thing, and it would make me so mad because I was like, if I was on this damn show, I would be so good. I don't know, do you guys think if you went on Takeshi's Castle or Total Wipeout you'd be good, or would you suck? Because I like to think that if I was on Total Wipeout I'd be good, but I'd probably run out of breath after the first jump and then just drown in the little pool underneath. That's what would happen if I went on any of these shows. Why hasn't Trapped been mentioned? What is Trapped? Trapped, says Dan. Good. Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was kind of after. Raven was better than Trapped. Just putting that out there. Whoa. Said Dan for the 8th time. Quality TV. We basically just used to buy BBC Australian children's TV shows because of the Commonwealth. I think the BBC has some weird Commonwealth deal where it's like, we don't have any money in the UK because the BBC isn't commercial, so we're just going to buy all of the Australian kids' TV shows. There we go. Who else ships themselves with Raven? Am I right? Who blames Arthur for making them a fairy? Hands up. Am I joking? Like H2O? Yeah, H2O. That's an example. Would you survive the Hunger Games? I don't think so. I think you meant That's So Raven. I did watch a lot of That's So Raven, actually. That was so good back in the day. You know, the golden age of the Disney Channel. I am aware of all the shows. I have watched most of them. Mona the Vampire. Mona the Vampire was okay. It was a bit weird, though. In fact, it was, I don't know, Mona the Vampire gave me a weird vibe. It made me feel really uncomfortable for some reason. What about 50-50? 50-50 was okay. Kim Possible was good. Downton Abbey, said JC. That's not a kids' TV show. Okay, guys, wherever you are, how old you are, and by that I meant wherever you are in the world, name your all-time one favourite kids' TV show that you used to watch when you were young. Okay, from now, just your absolute favourite kids' TV show. It'd be quite interesting. Even if you're 70. Where there's one pensioner watching this, I want you to tell me. Arthur, Teen Titans, Lizzie McGuire, oh Bailey. Pokemon, said Ivana. Oh, only season 1 was good. Jerry. Keenan and Kel. Oh yeah. Keenan and Kel, how amazing. Dragon Ball Z, same Bradley. We used to watch so much Dragon Ball Z, seriously. Digimon, said Amy. I never liked Digimon. I was just so in love with Pokemon that the mere existence of Digimon offended me. Fail your parents. Oh yes. So you can say Kim Possible and Mona the Vampire are good, but Fail Your Parents, that is a good show. Seriously. How amazing was Fail Your Parents? Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yes. Freaking terrifying. Scooby-Doo. Have any of you guys seen... Because obviously we've all seen like the infinite old series of Scooby-Doo, but there was like the New Adventures of Scooby-Doo that had the Simple Plan theme tune. I loved that, and I love the Simple Plan theme tune as well. Powerpuff Girls, yeah, all those Cartoon Network ones. Cartoon, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Powerpuff Girls. Moomins, said Ellie. Yeah, Moomins was weird as well. Really good though. It was like Mia's. Come outside! Wow! I'd like to know how old you are when you're watching Come Outside. Johnny Bravo, said Georgie. Yeah, you're right. This is like Nostalgia Week with Danisnotonfire. Winnie the Pooh, yeah. I've seen like all the series of Winnie the Pooh. What's new, Scooby-Doo? There was like a more recent series of Scooby-Doo. I thought it was quite good. Adventure Time. Adventure Time's out now. I'm talking about childhood shows. Kids' TV shows that you watched when you were a kid. Unless you're 7 and you're watching this, in which case you probably shouldn't watch my videos, because I'd say they're either... Is TV 14 a rating? If so, that's probably the rating of me, generally. Balamory, said Katie. I confess to watching probably way more Balamory episodes than I should have. The Cramp Twins. I didn't like the Cramp Twins. Just saying that. SpongeBob. Obviously. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Hey, have you guys seen this video? It was on Reddit earlier. I don't know if any of you guys go on Reddit. But it was, Dylan, is his name Dylan? Dylan Sprouse talking about why they quit and what Disney did with the last season of Sweet Life. It's quite interesting. Has everyone gotten over the ultimate betrayal that Cole Sprouse did on Tumblr yet? Has anybody here been a personal victim of Cole Sprouse? Hands up if you've been personally victimized by Cole Sprouse. Have we forgiven him yet? I don't know. Was it that bad? I feel like he didn't really understand what he did, so I kind of feel bad for him. Everyone's like, not over it. It was bad, wasn't it? Give yourself a quiff, said Jemima. Okay. I have a quiff now. How does it feel? Not forgiven ever. Really? He can never be forgiven? What did he do? I think he pretended to be like an active member of his own fan base and then revealed he was himself. I think, is what happened. Is that right, guys? Did he pretend to just be a Cole Sprouse fan member on Tumblr and then betrayed everybody's trust by being like, it was a social experiment, and everyone was like, ah! Oops. Would you twerk for us, said Alana. No. Oh my god, I saw Iggy Azalea live at Big Weekend. A lot of twerking in her set. A lot of people were wondering whether Iggy Azalea needs to twerk. You know, does she need all the sexualness? Does she need the butts? Does she need the butt factor, or can she just be everything else? I kind of like, it gives her something different, you know what I mean? She's really nice, by the way, and super awesome and amazing. Where is this video of Dylan? It's on YouTube earlier. Just be like, Dylan Sprouse interview. Oh, here we go. Someone is explaining it. No, he pretended he was one of us and acted like people of Tumblr do. Then he was just like, it was an experiment, and called everyone odd. Oh dear. Robin said, I stopped watching Scary Movie 4 for you. Feel honoured. I'm probably improving your brain by making you stop watching Scary Movie. Oh snap. Don't you think it was weird how the kids disappeared into Raven's coat of feathers? Kind of. Come back to my Raven lair. Hands up if you'd like to go back to the Raven lair. I'm joking. I shouldn't joke. People don't know when I joke. Interview more bands, said Angel Chan. I have. You'll be pleased to know there's at least like 3 more interviews with people that can happen. At least. They're good. So, if you haven't yet, who have we done things with? Alt J, the vaccines, Conor Maynard, Paramore, which is going up now, Ollie Murs, The Script, Rich32, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. If you haven't seen yet, the Macklemore and Ryan Lewis one, they're so funny. Seriously, if you want to... Julio said, you got fat. Thanks, Julio. It's the camera angle. Do 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 do. Taking a shower and watching Dan. How are you doing that, Miriam? How are you watching me in the shower? Don't die. Do the quiff again, said Christina. Oh, were you digging it? Were you? I could do it. Fix your hair in a video. Not many times, actually. I usually do it once and then it stays the same. It's because I actually straighten my hair before I do a video, and I don't realise that before I do a live show, I am actually going to be talking to 20,000 people, so maybe I should sort the bird's nest on my head out. Oh dear. I should, shouldn't I? Mm-mm-mm. Sing your favorite Paramore song. I used to sing the whole of Riot in the car. It was like my car album, Riot. I used to listen to it so loudly, it was probably dangerous, basically. I just got here. When will your next video be up? Well, Mariana B, I'm going to make it tomorrow and it will go up on Friday night. Da 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 da. And then, I haven't decided whether this is a good idea or not, but I might decide to promise people 4 videos for 4 weeks. Or, well, it's not really a promise, it's more of a let's see if I can do it without going insane. Because it's kind of funny, it's like, I don't know how long all of you guys have been subscribed to me, but the period between September and kind of November, where I did 1 video a week, quote unquote, I was struggling then, because seriously, some YouTubers, depending on what kind of videos they make, can do one once a week, but my videos take quite a while to make, and I don't want to feel creatively strained, but then I was doing the Super Amazing Project and my videos at the same time. Like this year, I'm doing my Danisnotonfire videos and the radio show at the same time. But if I'm being honest, it was slightly too much for me for those few months, because a couple of the weeks I was like, I need to just upload the video so it's up on the Friday night. And sometimes it was like, I wish I had an extra day to edit it. I'm not going to name the video, I care too much, but it's just like that could have done with an extra day of editing. So maybe if I did literally nothing other than YouTube, maybe, but then I feel like I should try to diversify for the sake of my future. But yeah, Friday, look forward to it. So to be honest, the videos that I've made in 2013 have all been good, in my opinion. I don't see any of the videos I've made in 2013 and gone, I wish I had an extra day. I'm like, yeah, nailed it. Which is good. Life is too short to not be happy with the things you create. Do you like Gentleman by Psy, said Ami. I do. Obviously, it's not as good as Gangnam Style. Smosh Games do 2 a day. That's because Smosh is a company, is what you need to realise. Ian and Anthony, or rather Anthony, doesn't edit literally every video that goes on Smosh, Ian H, Smosh Games, and Shut Up Cartoons. There's probably about 30 people that work for the company known as Smosh, whereas I just do all of my videos by myself, and my videos take at least 3 days to make. So it's not me being lazy, it's just me being one person. You know, if in the future I decide to hire an editor or something, maybe, but I'm kind of chilled doing my own thing. PewDiePie twice a day. Okay, what about Grace? Eric, are you honestly telling me that you think Grace's videos take as long to make as mine? I'm not saying that Grace isn't amazing, because she's incredible, and I love her in about every single way you can love a human. But obviously my videos take more of a while to make than Grace's. PewDiePie uploads 3 videos a day too. Let's not go into how many YouTubers hire editors and what kind of videos they make, because my videos require hours of writing and planning and setting up cameras and about 15 hours of filming and editing. It's not just kind of turning on a game. Joey posts every day. Guys, okay, right. Seems like a lot of people here aren't considering about 50 things, but that's okay, because you're probably 13, and I'm not going to judge you for being young. I've PM'd you, said Emma. How the hell do I check messages? 999. Okay. Hi, Emma. She wants to know if I can add her on Skype. Sorry, Emma, probably not. No. What song do you keep humming? It's a song from a game, because I'm a massive nerd. I eat you. I bet you taste nice. What's the video? The video. God, all I can think about is videos. What is the meat that people are supposed to taste like? It's pork, isn't it? There we go. If you're a fan of pork, then you'd like me. Fall Out Boy concert next Thursday. They'll be good. Have you seen the new Star Trek, said Becca. Yes, I have seen the new Star Trek. it didn't blow my mind as much as the first Star Trek, because when I came out of the first Star Trek, I was like, this changed my life and I'm going to start crying because it was so amazing. But Benedict Cumberbatch made a very intense villain who obviously was good. If you haven't seen it, then I do recommend the Star Trek film. I came out of it going, that was worth it. Also, I go crazy. So let's say if my videos took exactly the same amount of time as PewDiePie's took to make, he just works harder than me. That's probably just a fact. I'm a procrastinator, the worst procrastinator you'll ever meet, and I also think so much that I make myself go mental and have existential crises the other day and just have bipolar pits of lying on the floor, which, you know, can hurt my workload sometimes. So this is just who I am, you know what I mean? You can't subscribe to Dan without accepting the fact that all I do is eat and sit on the internet all day. Do any of you guys honestly think you can compete with me on the procrastination front? I don't think so. But a lot of you would like to think you do. But no, trust me, I'm the worst procrastinator any of you would ever meet in your life. When's the Day in the Life of Dan and Phil coming out? Soon, but not instantly. Don't worry, guys, we're definitely going to make it. But because Phil uploaded that New York one, which was very kind of follow Dan and Phil as they walk around we want to make you all ready for a Dan and Phil adventure. So it's going to not be next video, but it will be soon. Don't was. It'll be good when it happens. Well, I'm 2 weeks late with my messay. High five to that. Curtis said, playing violin while watching this. That's nice. Musical talent is always a good way to get to my heart, no matter who you are. Especially violin. Very touching, isn't it? Dan, do you believe in unicorns? What does that mean? What does that mean? Check your messages, said Becca. Okay. Dan goes to his messages again. Sing for us, please, said Bethany. It takes years to send a message on here, says Star Lambert. That never sent me messages because I don't read them on here. I only discovered that you could do this, said Paris. Very nice. And will you marry me, said Katie. No. Dan, why is this on a Wednesday? Because yesterday I was doing something. What was I doing yesterday? Oh, I was having afternoon tea with my grandma. Because that's just how cool I am. I hang out with my grandma. Yeah. I'm a party animal. Trust me. Just drinking and drugs and all that kind of stuff. Not hanging out with my grandma. I'm trying to get ready for school, said Arcadia. Well, I'm probably not helping. Zena said, a lot of people are pissed off with you. Why? Do I want to know? No offense, but if you're annoyed with me for any reason, you're probably wrong. Do you know Emma Blackery? Of course I do. I met her once at the Creative Space in London and she was really nice. With a fantastically bright hair colour like Hayley Williams. Oh my god. If any of you guys are Paramore fans, then don't be, you know, if you're wondering, is her hair as bright in person? Very, very bright. I was very impressed with Hayley Williams' hair colour. Have you met Tom Milsom? Of course I have, Paulina. Congrats on winning the Sony. Thank you. And Taslim's watching Call of Duty now and she thinks it's amazing. Good. Do-do-do-boo-boo-doo-boo. Dan, you should dye your hair. Should I? What colour do you think I should dye my hair, guys? If you had control of my hair, what hairstyle would I have? And what colour would it be? You have to describe it. I'm not going to click on any pictures because it'll probably close this. Black, said Rikita. Pink, said Anna 1. Dye it blue. Blue, I feel like there's too many cool people that have blue hair, and I wouldn't suit it. I'm not cool. I'm not the kind of cool person that could get away with a crazy hair colour. Fluorescent orange. Yep, that'd look great on me. Oh god. Exactly the way it is now, less than 3. Thank you, Jenny R. Slightly lighter in the fringe, said Kiara. Oh, I like this. Or is it Ciara? Blonde. I would look like a tangerine if I was blonde, Laura. That wouldn't work. Dan, can you speak French? Je n'ai pas parlé français. Is that even how you say it? I don't even know anymore. All GCSE French that I used to know has gone. Oh my god. Guys, the weirdest thing ever happened the other day. You know my Psycho-French teacher? I don't know if you guys have watched this, because it's a really old video, but I used to have a French teacher that was mental. Short version, he used to hide coffee cups around the room, he used to lock people in cupboards, he used to meow randomly and do Michael Jackson impressions, and he was insane, and then he made everyone fail their exams, and then he got fired for faking that he was a doctor. A guy sent me an email the other day saying, Dan, is the name of your teacher this guy? Because I think he teaches at my school. And I'm just like, oh, this is just a person making something up to get me to talk to them. And I was like, okay then, what's his name? And then he said the same name. And I thought, okay, he could have just got the name of the Psycho-French teacher of mine from a news story or something. But then he was like, I'll send you a picture. And then he sent me another email. And it was he took a picture of the guy. And it was the same teacher from my Psycho-French teacher. I am not even joking. Some random guy called Thomas that watches my videos has this same French teacher as my Psycho-French teacher. And when I was like, I don't believe you, he sent me a picture in class. I nearly died because I was like, how can this guy make local news for being crazy and faking his doctorate and then go on to have a career again? I don't know. But then this guy just takes me a picture. Everyone's saying, Emma said thank you. Thank you back, Emma. I'm sure I'll see you at the Creator Space. He's everywhere. I know. God, can I get you the photo? I'm going to try to look now in my Gmail. I should tweet it or something. Seriously, this happened. I spent the entire morning freaking out. Phil was like, are you okay? I'll see if I can tweet the photo or something later. So yeah, that actually happened. But yeah. Is it? It's, half term, isn't it? In the UK. Happy week off! Yeah! Are you taking about the French teacher that eats dog treats? Yes, that was another one of the weird things about this French teacher. He used to eat dog biscuits because he was freaking insane. So, yeah. This has been good. Okay, guys, I won't keep you for many longer because I imagine that some of you probably have to sleep because you're in Russia and it's 4 AM. Amber V in the chat just said, who the hell are you? I guess I should mention once before I leave, as a bunch of people probably come to this website and they're like, who the hell is this guy? My name is Dan, and I'm a YouTuber who makes videos about my incredibly awkward life, and for some reason things just keep happening. So if you want to watch my videos that will make you procrastinate and achieve nothing in life, then you can click on the YouTube button down there to subscribe, or if you just hover your mousey over here, you can click my YouTube, and that'll take you to it. But if you have no idea what the F is happening here, I do these live shows usually every Tuesday at 9, England time, unless I'm busy. And if you want to join in, all you have to do is sign in with Facebook in the top right-hand corner. Just click sign in if you haven't yet, and then click skip, and then it'll log you in with your Facebook account, and then press become a fan. There's a fan button down there in the bottom right. And if you press that, then that's how you join in, and this happens every week, unless I'm busy. But it's a good time, if you have no idea who I am, to subscribe, as there is a new video on Friday. Woo! So look forward to that. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to making it. You have a nice night, Dan. Thank you, Hayden. You have a nice night. All of you have lovely nights, unless you're in Australia and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So, yes. Okay, guys, should I public this Paramore video then? Would you guys like to see the time me and Phil literally spent 10 minutes with Paramore? I warn you, 10 minutes, literally 1 minute. I warn you now, don't expect the best thing you've ever seen, because we were literally like, okay, you're peasants and they don't have time for you, so this has to get done quickly. But it does show you how amazing Hayley Williams is in person. So, as a prize for all of you that have stuck to the end of this live show, and for anyone who's wondering who the hell I am and is probably about to get really confused, I am going to unprivate the Paramore video. You guys ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, kaboom! If you go to youtube.com/BBC Radio 1, it should be the newest video there. There we go. The time Dan and Phil literally spent 1 minute with Paramore before they all had to go because they're busy. There we go. You guys enjoy it. I'm just going to write some taggy woos. Okay, there we go. Paramore. That should be fun. Did it work? Is it up? I bet everyone's like, Dan, you uploaded a video of you twerking in the mirror, and I'll start crying. Okay, it's there. The time Dan and Phil spent literally 1 minute with Paramore. Awesome. Yeah, so there are loads of videos. If you haven't seen, me and Phil did loads of really funny things with all these artists that we met at the weekend. If you haven't, then at least go watch the one we did with Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, because they were so funny. Just search Legendary Quiz or whatever. They're all Dan and Phil ones. And they're good. And I have not slept in about a week. Because I've been making them for you guys. I didn't have to, and I have not been paid more by the BBC to do them. I literally did them just because I thought you guys would appreciate me and Phil doing these things. So, me and Phil both hope you like these things, and there will be a new video on my YouTube channel on Friday night, so look forward to that. Reasons why Dan's a fail should come back, said Edney. I always make them. Don't worry. There are many reasons why I'm a fail, but yeah. Have a good week, wherever you are. I hope that you are doing well and that you like my video on Friday and you have fun and stuff. So, awesome. Bye, guys. See you on Friday.